Today we are a full case channel. Today we're ripping a full case of 2025 Leaf Spectacular Baseball. $800 a box, 3 boxes per case. Some of the nastiest baseball cards that Leaf has ever produced. Let's get into this. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy RGO coming back at you again. Brand new video and a very special video. I have a very special friend from our community sitting over to the right of me, and we are doing something a little bit degen. We've got a full audience watching as we record this, and we're going to have a little bit of fun today because we're ripping a full case of 2025 Leaf Spectacular Baseball First Year Edition from Leaf. This is a very high-end set. If you've ever seen Decadence multisport, this will look very familiar. The only problem is there's no multisport in this one. It is all baseball. Some of the nastiest stuff you have ever seen coming from Leaf. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. As always, I do appreciate a like. Need a lot of likes and a lot of subscribes today because this is a $2,000+ video to make, and me and my buddy are going to be drafting the hits afterwards, so you will not see that portion, but you will see an entire case of this product ripped. Now, this is a very tough ask. $800 a box for 6 cards, 5 premium hits, and a base card. You are going to see some nasty memorabilia. Some stuff like Ken Griffey Jr. patches with the Mariners emblem. You have Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, Ted Williams. Some of the game's greatest stars. Aaron Judge and Babe Ruth, dual mems, things of that nature. And yes, cut autographs of the aforementioned Ruth and Mantle and Teddy Ballgame, Joe DiMaggio. And then, yes, you even have bat knobs and bat barrels of guys like Roberto Clemente. So some really crazy stuff coming out of this product. And like I said, this one is very high-end. One of the most high-end Leaf sets that I've actually seen them make, especially for a singular sport. Normally, when they do these very high-end stuff, like with Leaf Pearl, it is a very expensive box, and it is a multi-sport, and you're chasing guys like Messi and Curry and Griffey and all the guys across all sports. This time around, we are strictly chasing after baseball, and you get this very premium experience. These boxes are very heavy, and there's 3 cards on top, and then 3 cards on the bottom. I'm a little bit nervous for this one today just because it's such a degen rip. So we're going to get 18 cards total today. 3 of them are going to be base cards. Try not to cut myself as I open these boxes up. And this is how a high-end product should be presented. You open it on up, and you've got a little like there, and then you do that, and all cards are covered up in these like little cover cards. This is going to be our base card right here to kick it off. And it's going to be a base 1 of 3 of Randy Johnson to kick it off. So there are some on-card autographs in here, some Leaf Metal on-card autographs, and there are prospects as well, NIL guys. And that's probably my only complaint with this product is that, you know, you get all the current active players that Leaf has under their banner. You get all the retired players, and then you get some NIL guys. And I just feel like for this product being this expensive, a lot of people aren't going to want the NIL card. So we have a thin card here. This is probably going to be a Leaf Metal. We've opened a few cases if you haven't been able to tell. Hideki Matsui, Godzilla. Seen this card before. This is a 2 of 6 Hideki Matsui. And then over on the right, so thicker. This might be a patch auto right here. That is a David Ortiz Poppy on the auto, and that is going to be numbered 2 of 10 with the big Poppy inscription. So that's something that you don't see in some of the other Leaf products like Leaf Baseball Nation, Leaf Vivid Baseball. Normally you don't see inscription autographs in those. Very rarely you do. Cards are all a very premium. They're all encased, but if you take them out of the encasement, they're all like 130 point. But with a set like this, I always recommend that you just leave them in the encasement. They usually command a premium when they're in their encasements. Is that a booklet? Oh, that is not a booklet. So you are looking for booklets. Booklets are mostly going to all be 1-of-1s. Next out, got a mem. Gary Sheffield on the uniformity. That is going to be numbered 2 of 15 on the quad. And if you're wondering, yes, those are game worn. Turn it over on the back. Game used. You don't even need to look on the back. With Panini, it's a total crapshoot. Usually with tops, at the very least, it's player worn. But everything is usually always game used unless it's like a manufactured patch or something like in Bronx Collection or Bronx Legacy. Next out, this is going to be Times of Yore, I think. 15 of 20. Oh, that's nice. That is going to be Reds. Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, Willie... Oh, not all Reds. Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, Willie Stargell, Nolan Ryan as an Astro, Tom Seaver, Carlton Fisk, Yastrzemski, and Mike Schmidt. Unfortunately, with a card like this and with some of the key names in here, they don't have the rights to use the player photos, so instead they replace them with the jersey that the memorabilia would presumably be from. And that is, of course, all game used of those legends. Here's going to be our final card in box number 1. We have 3 boxes total today. Expecting to see an auto here. Yep, patch auto here. Oh my god. That is literally one of the reasons why you open the product. That is a Ken Griffey Jr. 5 of 8, 3-color patch auto. Game used. Oh boy, we have a very big sweat at the end of this one. Me and my buddy, who will be unnamed, we're gonna be randoming. I assume this is gonna be hit number 1 unless we have something else. Oh my gosh, 5 of 8 Ken Griffey Jr. patch auto. Well. So some of the Griffies in this set have the nasty Mariner emblems. This is probably one of the weaker patches I've seen. Some of the low numbers to 3 and some of the 101s just have the nastiest stuff. I'm talking patches that only come out of products like Topps Dynasty Baseball and Transcendent Baseball. Things that you see in products that are $800, $1,000 for one card. And Leaf has put a bunch of those in this product. And that is our first box. So what I've seen with this product is typically one box is very strong, one box is moderate, and one box is pretty weak. That has been the pattern that I've seen, having watched a couple of cases and then having ripped one of these already. This is a product, you know, you're going to spend a lot of money on a Leaf product and you love baseball. This is probably it. Now, if you don't like unlicensed cards, this product is not going to be for you. And I get that there's always going to be that segment of folks. But to get this quality over in the Topps world, you got to rip literally Dynasty or Diamond Icons, which is a $5,000 box. Over in Panini, you literally have to rip like Flawless. There's nothing else really equivalent over on the Panini side. Base card, going to be Juan Marichal to 10. So base always going to be on the top left. Next out, we've got Gavin Gallagher, 5 of 5. And this is kind of what I talked about. You get all these Randy Johnsons, Juan Marichals, Ken Griffey Jr.'s, and then they do throw in some NIL guys and future guys, and I don't think that this is the type of product for even people who like Bowman. I really just think that this is going to be more of a product of the people who want the Nolan Ryans of the world and the Ken Griffey Jr.'s of the world, Randy Johnsons of the world, Buster Posies of the world. I really just don't think that the NIL... I think the NIL cards kind of missed a mark in this product. We have a signature swatches of Mike Schmidt, 1 of 3. As a Mike Schmidt, and once again, game used. I don't need to check the back. So Mike Schmidt to 3. And we should have at least 1 or 2 mems, I would imagine, down here. But once again, you are looking for a booklet. If you hit a booklet, like that's a very big sweat. Alright, so old mem. Dizzy Dean, 1 of 20, when it was a game used. So Dizzy Dean right there to 20. We hit a really nice, when it was a game used duel of Aaron Judge and Babe Ruth in one of our cases. Let's go ahead. This might be another mem, right? Ooh, this actually feels like a metal auto. I feel like this is, yeah. Maybe not. Maybe not. Just need to stop oh boy. Oh boy. Jimmy Fox, Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, Teddy Ballgame, 2 of 7, the GOATs. One of the cool things about this design is there is literally a goat between the A and the T. I thought that was just a nice little touch. The GOATs. There's a goat right there. Oh boy, that's I think my second favorite card in the case. Obviously, everybody knows what my favorite is. All right. I'm not expecting much here after seeing that one. The 4 of diamonds. It's gonna be a 4-way auto, I think. 5 of 5. Yeah, this is gonna be an NIL card. Rock Cholowski, Liam Peterson, AJ Gracia, and Chris Haykopen, who I know nothing about all 4 of those guys. It's a really cool looking card, but again, I just feel like NIL probably should have been omitted from this box. I feel like I wanted a 4 of even minor stars of like the Pirates or literally any team. I'd rather have like 4 minor stars from like the 80s or the 70s as opposed to guys who I might have to hold on to this card for 3 or 4 years before these guys make a splash. We have 1 box left today. I assume that our first box was the best box, but cut or an insane bat barrel or something would be amazing here. This is a D-Gen that I wasn't 100% sure I was going to make, and I was considering if I wanted to rip 1 box. And our buddy is up in town, and he said, nope, we're going to do a full case. And I said, yep, let's do it. Final box here, going to be another base card. Rounding out our base for this case is going to be Terry Francona, 1 of 1. It's okay. It's a 1 of 1. Yeah, I don't know if I want coach cards as well, or manager cards, I should say. So 1 of 1 Terry Francona base card. And let's see what else this case has cooking for us. How about a Tom Glavine patch auto? 21 of 25, Tom Glavine. Signature swatch with the blue. I'm wondering what... maybe from his time with the Mets. I think he was a Met, right? Tom Glavine, 21 of 25. All right. Here we go. Next out. This is going to be a specialty swatches. Is that what that says? Oh, no, that's spectacular. It's Rock Chalowski again. 4 of 5. Another NIL card. So, like I said, I've said my piece on those. All right, let's pray one time for the booklet on the bottom. That would be an insane way to end this case. I assume Griffey is our big hit in the case. But let's keep rolling here. I think there's going to be a mem of Orlando Cepeda, 3 of 8. This box currently is heading for our weakest box of the case, which, like I said, every case seems to have 1 strong box, 1 middle range box, and 1 kind of weaker box. Well, I like where we're going with there. Willie and Barry. Willie Mays, Barry Bonds, 8 of 20 when it was a game used too. So that is a duel right there. A couple Giants legends. I really wish we could get some more Barry Bonds cards. I know he's back in Topps. He had a long range. I don't know if you guys know this. Fun fact about Barry Bonds. He didn't have any cards from like 2016 all the way through 2024 last year. He had some cards with Panini beforehand. He hadn't had a Topps card since I think 2007 when he retired. He had Panini cards for a few years. He has some cool stuff in Flawless and autos and that from old Flawlesses. And then he didn't have a lot of cards forever. And then he's back with Topps. Here is going to be our final card of the day. The dream is dead. No booklet, unfortunately. But hopefully we can end with a nice auto. Or something. It's a dual auto. Okay. Ending with a duel today. Oh my gosh. 2 Griffies in this case. Ken Griffey Jr., Mark McGwire, dual auto, 5 of 15. I guess the weak box theory was not true. I think our middle box was actually the weak box. Dual auto Griffey and Big Mac, 5 of 15 with the mems. Let's take a look at this case. I have seen about 4 of these cases now, and I think of the 4, this is the second strongest I have seen. I saw a crazy case. Also had a Griffey with just a nasty patch, but Mark McGwire and Ken Griffey Jr., those are sticker autos, by the way. Most of the non-leaf metal autos are going to be sticker in here. That was to 15. We had the when it was a game used, 8 of 20, Barry and Willie. The Orlando Cepeda, that was numbered to 8. Rock Chalowski, 4 of 5 on the future. We had the Tom Glavine patch to 25. Terry Francona, we had the 4 of Diamonds, 5 of 15 of the NIL kids. We had the GOATs, Jimmy Fox, Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, Teddy Ballgame, 2 of 7. Almost anytime you see names like this on one of these are like an immediate 100 to 150 bucks. When it was a game used of Dizzy Dean, Mike Schmidt, 1 of 3. The Gavin Gallagher to 5. The Juan Marichal, 2 of 10. The big hit of the case, the 5 of 8, Ken Griffey Jr. patch auto. Absolutely spectacular. We have the times of yore of the 8-way with Pete Rose, Mike Schmidt, Johnny Bench, Carl Yastrzemski, Willie Stargell, Carlton Fisk, Nolan Ryan, Tom Seaver. We had the Gary Sheffield quad uniformity. We had the Poppy with the inscription. We We had the Godzilla, and we started off with the Randy Johnson. Listen, I know for a full case, asking over $2,000, these are about $800 a box, about $2,250, $2,300 if you want to buy it in a case form. I know that that's not something the average collector can spend, and ripping a box like this, or ripping a case like this and choosing to make the decision to go in half isn't like one that I do very lightly. Usually on the channel, $400 or $500 a box to review it on the channel. Don't really think twice about it, but when you spend $1,000+ in degen a case with a friend, it's got to be a special occasion. Our friend is in town for the weekend. We just had an amazing dinner, and now we ripped a case, and I think no matter what, we're each going to walk away with a Griffey. I will let you know in a future Leaf video which one I got, but I want to know what you guys think. You guys see a lot of high-end baseball. We've shown off some Diamond Icons cases. Those cases, those singular 10-box boxes are $4,000. Those cases are almost $9 grand. Would you rather rip one of these full cases, 18 encased cards, or would you rather rip a singular box, 10 cards of Diamond Icons? I'm actually very curious to see, or actually, excuse me, you can rip 2 cases of this versus 1 box of Diamond Icons. Which would you rather rip? Is the unlicensed stuff, is a lack of licensing just a no-go for you and you'd rather get less cards, or would you rather rip 2 full cases and get stuff like this? I'm very curious to get your thoughts when it comes to high-end license, because we review a lot of low-end licensed stuff on the channel. What do you think of the more high-end stuff? That is going to do it for me. A very, very special video. I want to thank you for watching. Drop a comment below. Hit that like button because this one was not cheap to make. And we will catch you next time on Down the Road.